like I said, oh my gosh, I like literally cannot believe there are like 20 plus fanfics. Some of them have been taken down. Like I'm pretty sure like just because of how offensive they are. But again, I am like dumbfounded by how much fanfic there is. Yeah, the one we're going to be reading is called I Want to Hear Your Story and Be a Part of It by a Very Confused Worm, which is a lovely name for a author who writes fanfiction about Oceangate, out of all things.
Should we read the summary?
Oh, I'm going to read the summary?
Do you want to?
If you want.
I got it.
Alright.
Summary. Titanic is slowly riding away at the bottom of the ocean until Oceangate brings a new light to her life.
Oh my god.
We're gonna read it right.
Notes. Please don't take this seriously, LMAO. Chapter 1. Always an angel. I don't know what it is about you. Titanic told Oceangate. I just saw you, and I knew it right then and there. Knew what? Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't know we were... Okay, so... Okay, I'll be Titanic, and then you'll be Oceangate.
I'll be Oceangate. Knew what? Oceangate asked recklessly.
Titanic stared into... Oh, sorry. Who's writing what?
Okay, we'll read each line. Okay.
Titanic stared into Oceangate's eyes and smiled softly. I love you, she whispered. Oceangate blushed and looked at the sandy ground beneath her. This is so horrible.
I love you too, she whispered.
Okay, technicality, this is basically the submarine and not the you know what. So, technicality, like, ill offensive? Fuck it.
I don't know.
Anyways, continuing. Can I kiss you? Titanic asked timidly.
Oceangate laughed and nodded.
Then they kissed.
And then one thing led to another, and they ended up painting on the ocean floor, unable to look at each other without dissolving into a fit of giggles.
Oh shit. Damn. Dissolving. Fuck. Fuck, man. Titanic rolled over on her side to face Oceangate, who was picking at the sand underneath them.
Where have you been my whole life? All these years I've spent here, wasting away in this spot, and suddenly you just appear and fix everything. Why couldn't you have shown up earlier? I needed you my whole life.
Oceangate, blushing fiercely, looking back down at the sand. I think I needed you too. I don't think I knew it, but I did.
Titanic smiled and scooted closer to Oceangate. A love-struck grin.
Why are you looking at me like that? Oceangate asked with the slightest hint of laughter.
Like what? Titanic asked defensively.
Like I'm your whole world.
Titanic scooted even closer to Oceangate, leaning in to whisper in her ear.
Because you are.
Oceangate laughed and kissed Titanic again.
What the fuck are we doing with our lives?
I don't know.
God, why?
Read the next chapter.
Wait, is there another chapter? Oh my god, there's another chapter. How many chapters are there? Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Even there's update notes about the whole situation regarding the submarine. Like,
I saw.
oh my god. Wait. I want to know. Wait, before we move forward, I want to know how many chapters there are because I'm very concerned. Oh,
Okay. Um.
is there like a feature that allows you to
Okay.
see that?
So there's three in total.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just noticed it too. Okay, there's three, so we can definitely like do a whole video on this.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my god. Ah, shit. Well, here it is, Chapter 2. Notes. So I'm posting this shortly after they confirmed that the submersible imploded on the way down, but a few people were asking me to publish the second chapter, so fuck it. It's fanfic. I'll do whatever I want. Also, please note that this is set like 50 years in the future and the actual victims have nothing to do with it. Thank fucking God. Again, I was like, at least this is about the submarine and nothing else.
Right,
Like,
but a very confused worm is giving it to the fans.
yeah, I'll give it that. It's not
See?
about the victims, and I'm glad it isn't because that'd be fucking tasteless. So yeah, I'm glad. But moving forward, here's chapter 2. Never a God. I will start with the first few lines, and then we will continue with Neo, and then me, and then Neo. So yeah. With that being said, here is chapter 2. Over the years, Titanic and Oceangate have built their life together. They have adopted a out of all the things, a squid, and happily taught it how to catch food, cook, and do mathematics. I guess.
Long forgotten were the bodies once rotting inside the hulls of the lovers, decomposed and cast into the deep sea. Now the only thing that filled them was love for each other and the life they had built themselves.
Wait. Hold on a sec. Pause the fucking movie right now. So, aside from the disclaimer above, they still mention the victims.
I want to make a joke. Should I make a joke?
I mean, I might edit it out, but go ahead.
I guess Titanic put semen inside the ocean.
Oceangate felt Titanic's arms wrapped around her from behind as she kissed softly down the back of her neck.
Oceangate turned round to face her lover, and they stood swaying to the sound of "A Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion until their son returned.
I have to go out on my own, he told them.
Titanic and Oceangate looked at each other, and a silent acknowledgement passed between them. Their son was right. It was far too dangerous to stay this close to the wreckage of ships. University.
Damn, that part of the audio kind of cut off, but yeah. So their son set off that evening, leaving Titanic and Oceangate in the dark once more.
Lucky for them, they didn't mind the dark much. They were sad to see their son go, but he wouldn't have gotten captured had he stayed with them. They slept easy that night, knowing that he was still alive.
When morning came, Titanic woke to find the space beside her empty. They didn't surprise her. This didn't surprise her. Oceangate often woke up early and went elsewhere so as to prevent the music that played from within her from waking up Titanic.
Titanic moved from her position and went out to look for Oceangate. She found Oceangate moving slowly toward the surface, unable to follow her. Titanic watched her be levitated out of the water, unable to do anything but cry.
Tell me about how you got down here, Titanic told her. What went wrong?
You would never believe me.
Titanic squeezed Oceangate's hand gently. Darling, I would believe you if you told me a seagull pulled you down. Okay?
Um, Oceangate rolled her eyes, but proceeded to tell Titanic the story anyway. Titanic sat and listened to the tale of the four billionaires who had paid $250,000 each to go see her, and the $30 PlayStation controller, and the tiny window, and Elon Musk's communication system, and
God.
the 96 hours of oxygen. Oceangate told Titanic about the confessions, and the cannibalism,
Hey
and how each
yo!
passenger slowly suffocated and
Oh
froze, one
my
after the other. Titanic was absolutely mesmerized.
god. Oh my god. Well, damn. What about you? Oceangate asked. How did you go down there?
Well, there were no PlayStation control. There were no PlayStation controllers or limited oxygen. Titanic or Oceangate, just an iceberg and poor planning.
Titanic cried to herself every night, waiting for Oceangate to return. Other ships passed by, but none of them were the ships she loved so dearly. Oceangate was truly gone, and Titanic continued to rust and rot at the bottom of the Atlantic, leaving nothing but broken dreams crammed into rusted pipes in the space she once shared with her Oceangate. Notes, I'm not a scientist in any way, so I had no idea if rotting rust or rotting is something that Titanic is capable, but I don't give a fuck. Could it could it at least be set in like the Cars universe where like vehicles are sentient? This it would have made total sense. But no, let's just put a little inch of clever commentary on it and like literally talk about the real life humans that were involved.
It makes sense why it is.
Okay, moving forward. Epilogue. Note: this is the final chapter of this fic. I had a lot of fun reading your comments. Thank you all so much for reading.
Should I start?
Oh yeah, you can start.
Titanic waiting in the room. The freeze folds of those who went down around her. She wistfully watched as the romance that had rock reunited, kissing and dancing, and clinging to each other like separation would kill them.
She yearned for her own lover, spending every second staring at the entrance, desperately praying for Oceangate to walk through it.
He never did.
Oceangate watched from her glass box as teachers, children, college pupils, businessmen, and tourists alike walked past to gawk at her. The device that had once been used to control her sat next to her on a rod, and she spent her days listening to the businessmen scoff and the children ask, why? And the tourist guides talk about the stupidity of it.
Whilst the people stare and ask her questions and laugh at the tragedy of crash, she simply thought. She sat in her glass box and thought of one thing: Titanic, Titanic, Titanic,
Why aren't there any windows?
Titanic, Titanic, Titanic,
How did they track it?
Titanic, Titanic, Titanic.
The day the bombs came, no one was ready. Debris scattered across the museum floor. The few survivors clawed their way to the exit, and the attention that had once been locked on Oceangate had evaporated with the press of a single button.
Stares at the stars, unsure of the door in front of her. She's watched countless souls, including the ones that had once been trapped within her, walk through those doors, but she waits out of fear.
Fear of what? That she will walk through and her lover will be there? The closure? Knowing her lover's life had ended? Possibly painful. That is what she is scared of. But part of her is scared that her lover won't be there. Oceangate fears that Titanic will have moved on and fall in love with the next ship.
A selfish fear, but a fear nonetheless. Oceangate instead moves from her position in front of the door to the steps leading up to it.
A hand passes in front of her face. She looks up to find a young man with sandy blonde hair and loose, grimy clothes reaching down for her. The red head on his arms is smiling down at Oceangate.
Oceangate, wondering if this could have been her and Titanic in another life. She takes the young man's hand and allows him to help her up.
You must be Oceangate, he asks her. a slight smile playing on his lips.
Yes, that's me.
There's someone in there looking for you. She told me I know you when I saw you.
Titanic.
Take me to her, Oceangate insisted. Take me to her now.
The young man led Oceangate from the doorway, and before she could even process the atmosphere they stepped into, arms were thrown around her neck, lips were pressed desperately against hers. Hundreds of Oceangate still knew those lips as though they were her own.
Titanic kissed with the same virgo. Ver, 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 sorry, I'm stuttering right now. The same passion as she always had. Time stopped.
Oceangate had returned to Titanic, and Penn left their lives forevermore.
Notes. Fun fact. The afterlife is Roku City.
What's Roku City?
So, if you ever owned a Roku, you know that little, like,
Oh my
wallpaper?
god,
Yeah, that's the afterlife.
got it.
And good God, that was our reading of I Want to Hear Your Story and Be a Part of It by a Very Confused Worm, a fanfic about the Oceangate submarine. Good fucking
Hey,
God.
props to her for being so creative. Or him. Or we're not gonna assume gender.
Yeah, um, they clearly have an imaginative mind. Too soon. But, oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, let me just read the additional tags. Cracked treated seriously. Everything is beautiful and everything hurts. Fluff.
Fluff.
Angst. Sad ending. Possible Jack and Rose cameo later on. Oh my, was that supposed to be Jack and Rose?
Oh yeah.
Oh
So
my,
they both died.
oh my
Well,
fucking god.
Titanic was already dead, but
I wrote this while listening to Boy Genius. Eventual happy ending. God fucking damn. Oh. Good fucking god, I can't believe shit like this even exists. The Oceangate fanfic fandom must be really proud of this work. And to be honest with you, I am proud that I ever read this alongside my good friend Neostorm because I'm pretty sure in the near future this story might get taken down and this video will be the only existing evidence of this story even existing.